He looked like light. He sounded like the truth. But what he carried inside him was darker than death. This wasn't the devil. This was an angel, one who walked among the people of God, trusted, admired, obeyed. But he wasn't sent by God. He was sent to destroy. And here's the part most people miss. This angel didn't tempt people to steal or lie. He didn't whisper in their ears to break commandments. No, he led them to worship. While his heart danced with pride, he told them what they wanted to hear. And by the time the truth came out, thousands were already dead. This is the story of Balaam, an angel with words so smooth, it sounded like God was speaking. And yet what he did was worse than the serpent in Eden. Balaam wasn't just any prophet. He was famous. He had spiritual influence. When the king of Moab, Balak, heard the Israelites were coming, he was terrified. So, what did he do? He didn't call on soldiers. He called Balaam, this spiritual figure, this so-called man of God, to curse Israel. Numbers 22. And here's the shocking part. Balaam didn't say no. He asked God if he could go. Even when God said, "Do not go with them. You must not put a curse on those people because they are blessed." Numbers 22:12. Balaam didn't stop. Why? Because Balaam wanted what God wouldn't give him. Power, status, riches, approval from the world. He acted like he was obeying God, but deep down, he was negotiating with God, trying to get him to change his mind. He kept asking, kept pushing, until finally, God gave him permission, not as a reward, but as a test. This is where things get dark. As Balaam rode out, the angel of the Lord blocked the road with a sword in hand. Numbers 22:23. But Balaam couldn't see him. You know who saw the angel? His donkey. That's right. God had to speak through a donkey because Balaam's heart had grown so blind. And when Balaam got to Balak, he didn't curse Israel. He blessed them. So far, so good, right? But here's the part almost no one talks about. Balaam didn't curse Israel with his words. He cursed them with his advice. Later in the book of Numbers, chapter 31, verse 16, it says, "They were the ones who followed Balaam's advice and enticed the Israelites to be unfaithful to the Lord." Balaam told Balak, "If you want to destroy them, don't fight them. Seduce them. Send your women. Invite them to your feasts. Let them bow to your gods." And that's exactly what happened. Thousands of Israelites died in a plague. All because a man who looked like a servant of God gave advice that served himself. Here's what this means for us today. Some of the most dangerous people in your life won't wear red horns or call themselves atheists. They'll sit in pulpits, they'll speak with kindness, they'll share half-truths, and they'll push you to compromise, just a little, so that everyone stays comfortable. Balaam was worse than the devil because he didn't fight God with fists. He fought him with influence. And that's the part that cuts deep, right? Because some of us are tired. We're tired of the fake, the shallow. We've been lied to by people who claimed they were leading us toward God, but deep down, they were just leading us toward themselves. And if we're honest, sometimes we are Balaam. Do you know what makes someone worse than the devil? It's not that they hate the truth. It's that they know the truth and twist it anyway. Balaam knew exactly what God said, but he didn't want the truth. He wanted control. And sometimes when we want things too badly, whether it's success, money, or validation, we start negotiating with God just like Balaam. We say, "Lord, just this one deal. Just this one lie. Just this one compromise." And soon, we're no longer praying to hear from God. We're praying to convince him. But here's the good news. Yes, there's good news. God didn't expose Balaam to shame him. He exposed Balaam to warn us. Because when our motives start to drift, he still sends roadblocks. He still speaks, sometimes through donkeys, sometimes through detours, sometimes through disasters. Maybe you're going through one right now, and you're asking, why is everything falling apart? Maybe the answer isn't punishment. Maybe it's protection. Maybe the door closed because God saw Balaam rising in your heart. Maybe the relationship ended, the job fell through, the plan crumbled, because God wasn't going to let you curse your own destiny. And maybe, just maybe, that's love. Let's bring it home with 4 bonus facts. 4 soul-piercing truths. 1. Balaam's story doesn't end with Israel. In Revelation 2:14, Jesus warns the church about the teaching of Balaam. Even centuries later, his spirit still lived in hearts that compromise. 2. God can use your enemies to speak truth. Balak wanted destruction, but God used that moment to declare blessings over Israel, and he can do the same with people trying to harm you. 3. A gift without character is a trap. Balaam had a real gift. He could hear from God, but without integrity, that gift became a weapon. Don't envy someone's platform if they've never built a foundation. 4. You may be the only donkey someone hears. Sometimes, you're the one who sees the angel ahead, while others walk blindly into danger. Speak up, even if they laugh. You could save their life. So let me ask you now, where's Balaam showing up in your life? Not as a person, but as a pattern, that slow drift toward compromise. That voice that says, God won't mind. That temptation to look godly, even when your heart is somewhere else. You know what defeats Balaam? It's not louder prayers. It's deeper surrender. It's falling on your face, like Balaam finally did, and saying, Lord, not my way, yours. Because the angel that walks and talks like light will always fall before the God who is light. If this spoke to your soul, let it sit there. Don't run. Don't scroll. Don't forget. Ask God to search your heart. And if you want more soul-deep content like this, go ahead, subscribe to this channel, Book of Life Lessons. We're building something here that's not about views, it's about victory. One truth at a time, one heart at a time, one surrendered soul at a time.